Good morning everyone, how you doing? It's Paul here from Unusual Things. Now this morning I am in Pudlow in Somerset near Bath. Now see here where it says, try not to get run over, car park for Hall users only please. So I've parked the little girl in there. Okay, right. By my little girl I mean my car, yeah. Anyway, the reason why I'm parked there is because the place I want to go is over there, right? Now, it's a church, of course, and walk on to oncoming traffic, isn't it? Yeah, you can see better from up here. I've got my brolly with me because it looks like it's going to absolutely chuck it down. But there's the church, okay? Now, I could cut across the field, but I don't know what the situation is. It says pregnant animals there, so I don't want to be getting chased by no cows and stuff. As usual, you know, good Christian people of the church, I pulled up to the church car park and there was a lady there who saw me, and I've never seen someone rush so fast to lock a gate. So I'm just sat there and it's an open car park. It looks like it's a public car park for people that are going to the church. There's no cars in it, it's completely empty. And she's locking it up and I thought I'll wait for her to lock it up. And anyway, she walks past me. So I say, excuse me, where can I park please to visit the church? And she says, not here, but you can go up round the corner and to the right, and there you will find a car park. So up round the corner and to the right, it's probably about 3/4 of a mile, maybe a mile away, which I don't mind walking, in what looks like it's going to chuck it down weather. She decided to make me go and drive up round there. Was it the rings? Was it the tattoos? Was it just the way I look? Who knows? So yeah, so now I'm going to walk back past that empty car park. Anyway, that's my little rant over. The reason why we've come here today is to find the final resting place of Acker Bilk. Do you remember Acker Bilk? Woo, hello horsey. That well-known musician and singer as well, and he was in some movies, of course, and you know, he was doing really well for himself in the 60s and 70s. I think even into the 80s. I think by the time some of the rock music came into fruition, shall we say, that you know, people were changing their minds on their music tastes. But Acker Bilk had an amazing career. I remember as a kid him being on TV a lot. So yeah, what we're going to do is, whilst I'm walking to the church, I'll tell you a bit about his life and we can get the scenery, and then we can go straight in and try and hopefully find his final resting place. Unless the good Christian community don't want me to film in there. I don't care today. I'm in one of those moods. It's it's testing sometimes. Anyway, let's carry on and I'll tell you a bit about Acker Bilk and show you some of the scenery as we're walking there.
Bernard Stanley Acker Bilk, MBE, 28th of January 1929 to the 2nd of November 2014, was an English clarinetist and vocalist, known for his breathy vibrato, rich lower register style and distinctive appearance of goatee, bowler hat and striped waistcoat. Bilk was born in Pensford, Somerset in 1929. He earned the nickname Acker from the Somerset slang for friend or mate. His parents tried to teach him the piano, but as a boy, Bilk found it restricted his love of outdoor activities, including football. He lost 2 front teeth in a school fight and half a finger in a sledging accident, both of which he said affected his eventual clarinet style. On leaving school, Bilk joined the workforce of W.D. and H&O Will's cigarette factory in Bristol. He stayed there for 3 years putting tobacco in the cooling room, and then pushing tobacco through a blower. He then undertook 3 years of national service with the Royal Engineers in the Suez Canal zone. He learned the clarinet thereafter. His sapper friend, John A. Britton, gave him one, bought at a bazaar, and for which Britton had no use. Bilk played with friends on the Bristol jazz circuit, and in 1951 moved to London to play with Ken Coyler's band. Bilk disliked London, so he returned west and formed his own band in Pensford called the Chew Valley Jazzmen, which was renamed the Bristol Paramount Jazz Band when they moved to London in 1951. Their agent then booked them for a 6-week gig in Dusseldorf, Germany, playing in a beer bar 7 hours a night, 7 nights a week. During this time, Bilk and the band developed their distinctive style and appearance, complete with striped waistcoats and bowler hats. Bilk was not an internationally known musician until 1962, when the experimental use of a string ensemble on one of his albums and the inclusion of a composition of his own and its keynote piece won him an audience outside the UK. He had composed a melody entitled Jenny after his daughter, but was asked to change the title to Stranger on the Shore for use in a British television series of the same name. He went on to record it as the title track of a new album, in which his deep and quavering clarinet was backed by Leon Young string chorelli. The single was not only a big hit in the United Kingdom, where it stayed on the charts for 55 weeks, helped by Bilk being the subject of the TV show This Is Your Life, but also topped the American charts. As a result, Bilk was the second British artist to have a single in the #1 position on the Billboard Hot 100 singles chart. Vera Lynn was the first with Auf Wiedersehen Sweetheart in 1952. Stranger on the Shore sold over 1 million copies and was awarded a gold disc. At the height of his career, Bilk's public relations workers were known as the Bilk Marketing Board, a pun on the Milk Marketing Board. At the height of his international fame in 1962, he appeared in 2 theatrical motion pictures, in Trad Dad, released in the United States by Columbia Pictures as Ring-a-Ding Rhythm, was a Richard Lester musical combining Dixieland and rock and roll specialities. Mr. Acker Bilk and his band were best presented with 3 songs and a speaking role for Bilk. The second picture, Band of Thieves, was a comedy starring Mr. Acker Bilk and his group as musicians in prison. His music was also heard on the soundtracks to films such as Bitter Harvest 1963, West 11 1963, and the musical comedy It's All Over Town 1964. He also played a cameo role in the latter film. Bilk's success tapered off when the British rock and roll made its big international impact beginning in 1964, and he shifted direction to the cabaret circuit. However, he did record a series of well-regarded albums in the mid-1960s. 3 of them, including the 1965 collaboration together with the Danish jazz pianist and composer Bent Fabric, otherwise known as Alley Cat, were also released successfully in the United States on the Atlantic Records subsidiary Atco. In 1968, the album Blue Acker, produced by Dennis Preston and with the arrangements by Stanley Tracy, illustrated that Bilk remained in high regard as a musician, even by those, like Tracy, on the modern jazz side of things. Duncan Hainan rates it as one of the highest of British jazz of the period. In 1954, Bilk married his childhood sweetheart, Jean Hawkins, whom he met in the same class at school. The couple had 2 children, Jenny and Pete. After living near London in Potter's Bar for many years, the couple retired to Pensford. In 1997, Bilk was diagnosed with throat cancer, which was treated through surgery and then followed by daily radiation therapy at Bristol Haematology and Oncology Centre. Subsequently, he had 8 keyhole operations for bladder cancer and suffered a minor stroke. He was appointed an MBE in 2001. In 2012, Bilk said that after 50 years, he was fed up playing with the most famous of his tunes, Stranger on the Shore. Bilk died in Bath, Somerset on the 2nd of November 2014 at the age of 85. He was survived by his wife and 2 children. His last recorded interview was for the Cornish community station Penwith Radio, now Coast FM, and was broadcast on Sunday the 16th of November 2014 at 9 p.m.
Okay, so it says on the church door you are welcome to come in. So let's go and see if we are welcome. Might be more welcome in here than what we were in the car park. You never know, dear. Let's have a little look. Nice little church. Lovely building. There's all the information there about Aker Bilk and what an amazing man he was. Very talented, you know, done well for himself throughout his life. And this is such a beautiful place. But anyway, when having a good look around, do you know what? I think I found it. And what a beautiful little spot Aker Bilk has got here. Right near the flowing river that we walked past earlier on. Okay. So I'll just read this top bit. Aker Bilk Bernard Stanley. Precious memories of dearly loved husband and dad who passed away 2nd of November 2014, aged 85 years. Greatly missed, forever in our hearts. Also Jean Bilk Ginge, a devoted and dearly loved wife and mum who passed away 7th of March 2019, aged 90 years. Deeply missed. Together forever. Wow. And in here there's another piece. Although not a big river, it was endless to me. We dived in it, swam in it, fished it with glee. We floated log rafts on it, watched all the while by herons and kingfishers, ducks single file, marlins dipping and diving, the swifts flying free, water rats dangling like biscuits and tea, reeds full of moorings. A bit further out, where the current flowed swifter, those gold-bellied trout. The trees on the banks were just to be climbed, elbows and knees, skinned, but we didn't mind. 1,001 things to see and to do. A magical place was the old River Chew. The days of my youth, now not numbered or planned. I go back to the river when I can. And then that, wow. So there we have it, the final resting place of Aker Bilk. And just want to say a massive, massive thank you, Aker Bilk, for your contribution to the music industry and all the hard work you put in, entertaining people throughout those years. Amazing. Thank you so much. Very, very talented man there, Aker Bilk. So there we have it, the final resting place of Aker Bilk. Massive thank you, Aker Bilk. Wow, what a talent, what a legend, what a beautiful place. And obviously this is a place that meant something to Aker Bilk and obviously his late wife as well, because of where they're buried and where they are situated here. It's a beautiful little place. It's a shame I wasn't made to feel so welcome at the start, but there you go. You know, what's the point of having a public car park if you lock it to the public that want to come in, and then a sign on the church that says, welcome, come in, you know. That stuff don't sit with me. So there you go. Anyway, thank you as always for watching. Don't forget, if you liked the video today, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to the channel, it's absolutely free. And of course we have the merch. If you go onto the YouTube channel, on the main homepage, there is a merch button along from the videos. and you can buy hoodies and t-shirts and that sort of stuff. Anyway, thanks as always for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. Take it easy with me and my brolly. I didn't need it, look, I didn't need it.